Welcome to our weekly broadcast. I'm going to make sure that I have a good positioning for everything. Hopefully things won't tip over and we'll be in the center. So we're going to begin right away. And we always do our three-part process. And this is Joseph Lucier at the Tongren weekly broadcast, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So this is where we actually do Tongren distance healing for people all over the world. And what we ask is if you're on our Facebook pages, you can chat in on Facebook on my Anusar Wellness page, Tongren Academy, and to our other pages. I think Practitioners United, and also on our website, which is the easiest for most people. It is in general application free. So you can just go to the website. Anybody can get to the website. And I see Henry and Kimby's and different people here already. So we're going to begin right away. And happy holidays in advance for everyone. And we do have a split screen action going on here. And hopefully the people in Instagram world can also see me. So ready? A three-part process. Blood flow to the brain. Good to see Patty, Happy Mama, Kimby's, Henry, and since most people will be on holiday next week, we will not be meeting next week. That's Thursday at 6 p.m. We won't be able to meet next week. That is the high holiday in the United States. So, blood flow to the brain and the brain command points. And we will be teaching a group of people this weekend on Saturday. There's still room if other people are interested. And even if you don't have the supplies, you can still join us. And then we can catch up on the details. We have a new person, so let me tap up high. Hopefully you can see my hands. So brain command points and brain stem command points. So if everybody would be, I think most people are here now, to sit with your feet flat on the floor, palms face up. And we're going to do a quick relaxation response breathing technique. It's called the 4-6-6 breath. And I'm going to do the counting, but you're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, and hold your breath. So ready, breathe in, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold your breath for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and breathe normally. So that's a relaxation response. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system. So part 2 of our process, blood flow to the nerve flow. So for Patty, we have high blood pressure, dry eyes, difficulty losing weight, and for Liam, less OCD, type behaviors, increased communication, calm sensory nerves, autism, and thank you for what you do. Thank you for being here. Blood flow to the brain, especially for communication, calm sensory systems, juice cleansing, detoxing can work for autism. We have multiple programs for these situations ourselves. So high blood sugar, That means we have insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is caused by excess fat in the arteries and poor quality fat for the structure of the cells. So that would deal with the pancreas and the digestion. So lowering your fats to 10 to 20% in your diet will dramatically improve your high blood sugar and your diabetes if you have that. So Patty C. Let's work on the pancreas, T8, right side. And the dry eyes. So we do two things for the eyes in that situation. C3, the nerve to the eyes, and the eyes for the glands, the lacrimal glands. Pressure, GB17 for the eyes and any other issues. So difficulty losing weight is because the body is in famine mode. What that means is the body, even if you reduce your calories, the body will retain fat, retain extra tissue because it thinks it's in a survival mode. And what causes that? A lack of nutrition. It could be a lack of calories, but usually it's a lack of nutrition. So if you make your diet nutrient dense, it will help you to lose weight along with juicing, intermittent fasting, extreme, really efficient hydration. So T12347A for anti-inflammation, and also GB13 for OCD type behaviors. Communication, so we work on the Wernicke and Broca messaging centers of the brain, the cortices of the brain. So that 466 breath would be good to work with for calming the sensory nerves. Instead of activating fight or flight, it will activate rest and digest. But also for losing weight, we work on the anti-inflammation, T123478. And we also have Esther, Catherine, T8 for the pancreas, and then the microbiome, T11, T12, L4, L5. And grounding to the legs, to the feet, liver 3 and kidney 1. But let's work GB12 specifically for calming the sensory nerves, activating the parasympathetic rest and digest mode of the body. So that should help everybody relax, and let me know if it does. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So next we will work with Esther, then Happy Mama, and then we will go to Instagram and cover all 3 areas. So if you're there on Facebook, any of the Facebook pages, just chime in and say, hi, I'm here. That way I can understand that we're making the connection to the Facebook pages correctly. So next, Esther, blood flow to the brain. Take a deep breath, Esther. I know you've already been getting the benefit of a treatment, but we'll do some more. And for Janelle Mark, JNELMRK, an immune system as well. So on the top of the chat on the website is a bunch of the links that people usually ask for, so I put them up there in advance so you can have them. If you do decide to use them, let me know. And if you have any questions. So for Esther, joint pain, so work on the endocrine system, anti-inflammation system, T123478. T123478 for Janelle Mark. For yourself and your husband, T123478. So two parts of the immune system boosting. One is the T cells for the thymus, B cells from the bones, T123478. Pancreas, pancreatic enzymes, which are anti-inflammatory. But also the microbiome, which has 70% of our immune system itself. T11, T12. L4 and L5. And then for the bladder, T7 right side, for the lower extremities blood flow, vertebral artery to the entire blood flow, and then for the bladder area complete, lumbosacral plexus, but very specifically sacrum 1 to 5, and tailbone 1 to 4. And grounding to bladder 54, also for the bladder. So is there anybody out there on Facebook, any of our sites? If not, I will double check that for our next time. And the vagus nerve down the torso, vagus nerve for the bladder area, CV4, same place as the laser that you see in the split screen. So what we need is a name for this entity. So maybe we can have a vote. A bunch of people can put in their names. They suggest for this. Wow, look at that. My finger's going in from one screen to the other. That's interesting. How do I do that? There it is. There's my hand. Now it's in the other screen. Isn't that cool? And we can also do sound effects. Tong, Ren. So bladder 54 for the bladder. And then CV4 for the bladder also. And the laser on the bladder also. So joint pain. So let's work on the shoulders, shoulder joints, elbow joints, wrist joints, knee joints, ankle joints, hip joints. And grounding. Thank you for joining us, Esther. Question for Esther: is the Duchess Masterpiece Theater show on? I think it's not on anymore. So a lot of people on our call are Masterpiece Theater fans, just as I am. So there we took care of Janelle Mark for the immune system for yourself and your husband. We'll do the immune system some more, so keep listening. Don't go away. Happy Mama is next. Chi for perfect blood and lymph. Blessings and gratitude always. Thank you so much. There's Esther, guest 167503882. Yes, I got it. I memorized it. Hello, Eric says hello to the entire group. And we have a thank you. And happy Mama. So say we're having a good time. It's a serious topic with light treatment. Because everybody here has a serious reason for being here, and I want to honor that and be respectful. But I also want to have a positive nature of doing things. Blood flow to the brain. Happy Mama, yes. And then we have Kimby's for adrenal health, detox, and healing for right broken foot. So we'll work on those. So again, as a reminder, I have a feeling Facebook is not connected. Blood flow to the brain and brain command points. Perfect blood. So we want to work on the endocrine system, Turak. And we have a new person from Instagram. I don't know how to say that. Tandra Akile. Or maybe it shouldn't even be pronounced. I don't know. Facebook is connected. Thank you, Marie. Thank you very much. You're the best. Blood flow to the brain and brain command points. So why do we do the brain command points? Because we want to do a reboot of the entire body in two main systems. One is the endocrine system, which is the hormones, and the other one is the central nervous system, sensory cortex, motor cortex. So those are really critical. That alone, if you're sitting, chilling out, you will get good benefit from that. And hello, Henry, you're coming up in a minute. So perfect blood, we focus on a few different things. What makes blood? Bone marrow. What manages the bone marrow? It is T1 and also the tailbone. And it's supported by cranial sacral fluid from the brain. So that's our nourishment. So we work on blood flow, nerve flow, nourishment like CSF, and we can be comprehensive with the body, using all the resources of the body to completely heal and give the body the opportunity to recover. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So T1 for perfect blood, T3 for the lymph, and we'll do a lymph tune-up for everyone. So yes, I see requests on Instagram for breast and lymph, hormones and liver health. Certainly will. So as I mentioned, next Thursday night, it won't be, it's a high holiday here in the US. The other option is another day of the week. But let me know if something else would be a better option. Thursday night will not work and it's complicated. Spleen also for blood, perfect blood, perfect blood. T3 for the lymph. T7 for the spleen, which recycles blood. And is a lymph node, the largest lymph node of the entire body. So T7, double focus, double importance. So let's do an extra point for the bones. We do T1 and GB39. That's a super point, Chinese medicine for the bones, GB39. So let's work on the adrenal health. Then we will also do the cranial sacral fluid for perfect bone health. Detoxing, T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, especially, and T9 for the liver. The best way to detox is with clay and herbs like cilantro and parsley, zeolites, clays. And for the, let me know how the broken right foot is going. I would definitely put clay poultices on that because it's got silicaceous acid, which is a precursor to silica, and it works with rebuilding bones. L1, L2, adrenal health, right broken foot. Let's work on the blood flow to the foot. T7 right side, the nerve flow to the right foot, lumbosacral plexus. So how's everybody been doing week by week? And then the bladder, S1 to S5, tailbone 1 to 4. And then grounding, bladder 54 also to support the bladder. And then the ouch point, the right broken foot. And Henry, you're up next. And then Catherine McGlynn. And then the vagus nerve, the counterbalance of the sympathetic nervous system. And one more for perfect blood, we do the cranial sacral flow. So that starts around the sphenoid bone. It's these ventricles that pump with a rhythm, cranial sacral fluid. And as I say every week, in the middle of the night, it wakes up and cleans your spine. It gives your spine an immune boost. How cool is that? Cranial sacral fluid, sphenoid bone, T1 tailbone, sphenoid bone to tailbone 1 to 4. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And welcome, Henry. No problems getting in this week, eh? Blood flow to the brain. And let me just check messages because they come in later. I'm not on Tuesdays. I'm not sure what you mean on Tuesday, Leonard. Can you clarify? I'm on Thursdays. And there is a message with a Masterpiece Theater update. Grantchester, yes, I got the last 2 episodes. Oh, that was the finale? Oh, man. What am I going to do? It's over. So the Duchess must come back. So if you're a fan of Downton Abbey, those types of programs, those are fun. So let's continue on for everyone. And where's Henry? Where did Henry go? There you are, Henry. Blood flow to the brain. Command points of the brain stem, command points of the brain, especially the endocrine system. Since the prostate is a situation where high fat in the diet can exacerbate prostate PSA, keep your fat to a low 10 to 20%. Command points of the brain, command points of the brain stem. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery, and C3 for the eyes. CV17 for the eyes, and the ouch point for the eyes. And we have 2 people for prostate. We have Les and Henry. And how you guys doing on Instagram? You there? Or are you having your dinner? Still no comments from Facebook land. I am broadcasting, but the comments don't seem to be coming through. Unless, oh, wait a minute. Nope. The comments are activated. Yep. So just quiet people on Instagram. Quiet people on Facebook. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery. So prostate, bladder, and cataracts. Anti-inflammation first. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. T1 for the bones for less. And neck pain. So we want to do just like we're doing a massage. GB 21, the shoulder release point. So everybody just take a deep breath. Let those shoulders down. Yeah. Maybe do a nice look to the left, look to the right, and we'll keep working while you're doing that. So work on the trapezius muscles connected to the skull for the tension and the pain in the neck. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. L1 to 5. L3 for the prostate. Henry and Les. Let's do a lymph tune-up for everyone, including special requests from Les, the armpits, the groin. These are the lymph collection centers, lymph nodes, and lymph ejection. Stomach 11 and stomach 12. So if you put a comment on Facebook, maybe text me if you have my text and tell me you did, or I'll just check it. I'll check it when we're done. And next we will do Thunder Achille. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. L3 for the prostate. T1 for the bones. GB 39 for the bones. And for the bladder, L1 to L5, but especially S1 to S5, tailbone 1 to 4. That's for the bladder. And then bladder 54 for Henry. More support. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And for the prostate and bladder area, CV4. Let's really focus on it. It's the same place the laser is pointing to as we speak. So rebounding for the lymph, clay for the bones, pH adjust for alkalizing and oxygenation, way back water, which is hyperoxygenating. Liver 3 and kidney 1. Good to see you, Henry. Tapping for Les, and we also have Paula, Les's wife, and hopefully we'll get your request. So we get you in there twice less, and we'll work on you again. Hello, Eric09. So let's work for Thunder Achille, breast and lymph, hormones and liver, blood flow to the brain. And hello to Miss Lani, divine newcomer, friendly user. These are all great names. Facebook live video doesn't seem to be working. Oh, I thought it was. Facebook live is not working. Let me take a jump in there real quick. Seems like it was working before, but for sure I haven't had any people pages, Anusar Wellness. Just take one moment because it was set up. I did see it. And yes, it looks like it's there now. Nope, that's from last week. Different color shirt. Different color shirt. Oh, it's working. It's working. Hello. Speak. Different color shirt. Oh, it's working. Okay, so let's get out of there. It's working. Hello. Speak. Different color shirt. And put in some comments for people. So let's get out of there. It's working. Hello. Speak. And put in some comments for people. So let's get out of there. It's working. Hello. Speak. And how do I get out of here? And let's stop that. And I apologize. I just need to check these things. Okay, let's go back. And so we'll continue on. And we need to get the chat so I can get the requests. And let's see where they are. And we are almost there. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, tapping as that comes up. Blood flow to the brain. And we will get our requests. So this week, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page, I'm wearing a gray shirt. Try to have different color shirt each time so people know that it's not a replay. And there we go. And we will just make this a little bit smaller. Sorry for the delay, everyone. Blood flow to the brain. And we're continuing to work with the breast and lymph, hormones, and liver health. T1, 2, 3, 4 for the breast. T3, T4. T3 for the breast, T4 for the lymph. And make sure we don't skip anyone. And there we are. Blood flow to the brain and brain stem and then spinal artery. So we're talking about chronic fatigue, breast cancer, lymph, T1, 2, 3. And we'll do the lymph nodes of the armpits, in particular for the breast cancer. So Facebook seems to be working. I actually put in a comment to myself as well. The easiest thing to do is just to go to this page on my website. It doesn't have any issues with any logins or anything. It just has a list of requests. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Chronic fatigue. Chronic fatigue is caused because there is chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation takes up energy away from your body to be constantly working to fix things. And oftentimes it could be an infection such as Epstein-Barr virus, constipation, or different things. So chronic fatigue is caused by chronic inflammation. And hello, Emma. Shout out to you guys on the other side of the world. Great to see you. Multiple chemical sensitivities. Again, that is a maxed out immune system. It means every chemical that comes by, you've already hit 100% of tolerance. So that would definitely require a cleansing, detoxification. And for chronic fatigue, please take your vitamin B12 to make sure your nerves aren't getting burnt out and frazzled. Chemical sensitivities, we'll still work on T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And for Tundra Achille, hormone balancing, GV20, and liver, T9 right side. And grounding. And for chronic fatigue, CV4, just as we have in the laser. For energy, you need immune boost, detoxification, nerve repair, chemical elimination from the body. You're at 100%, 110% capacity of chemical tolerance. For chronic fatigue, you're at 100 to 110% of immune or inflammation tolerance. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So divine newcomer. Divine newcomer for infertility, and then for Emma, for lymph node metastases, low white blood cell counts, blood flow to the brain. So again, a shout out to Facebook pages. I put in a comment, I said hello, and I actually heard for myself, and I think it's working. I heard myself. So vertebral artery to the spinal artery. So hello, Dell. So we've got people from across the pond, people from Australia, people from Canada, people from the US, and if there's anybody out there in Belize, please let me know. So, for everyone, anti-inflammation. So infertility, we'll get to that. Lymph nodes, T3. So let's really focus on T3 and the armpits, the axillary lymph. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Inflammation, also for you, Dell. Lung infection. NAC. Those are antioxidants and glutathione precursors, which are really excellent for the lungs. It's NAC, N-acetylcysteine, I think it is. Commonly known as NAC. So Paula, Les's wife, did you put in a request? Haven't seen it yet. So the microbiome, 70% of our immune system is in the gut. T11, T12. L4, L5, L3 for infertility. T7, blood flow to the area of the eggs. And T3, the nerve flow to the area of the eggs. So we work on the bones, which produce white blood cells, so T1, bladder 39, GB39 rather. So also think of the chain of events for the bone marrow. Every breath we take, the tailbone moves. The tailbone is also related to the bone marrow. So the health of the bone marrow is related to the tailbone. So tailbone 1, 2, 3, 4. So insomnia, so the insomnia, we'll work on that right now. GB13, right side, calming. And insomnia and in-tongue area for melatonin management. Third eye area. ADHD, also GB13, right side. And the womb, CV4. And the egg areas. And blood flow, nerve flow to the feet, grounding, liver 3, and kidney 1. Let's do an extra boost for the lymph nodes, the armpits, axillary lymph, inguinal lymph, lymphatic ducts, stomach 11 and 12, release the toxins into the blood, which will be filtered by the liver and the kidneys. Liver 3 and kidney 1, grounding. Next we have divine newcomer. Sorry for that silence. Blood flow to the brain. Depression, anxiety, and Parkinson's. So, first question to ask, as always, is there constipation? Because migration of aggregating proteins from the gut to the brain can cause Parkinson's. So GB13, right side. Constipation can also cause depression because most of our neurotransmitters, our happy hormones, come from our gut. And you are next, Dell, as well. Anxiety, GB13, happy hormones from the gut. Let's just go right to the gut. CV4. Good herbs are ashwagandha, boswellia, chamomile, so for Parkinson's also, T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Neck and shoulder pain, shoulder release point, right on the top of the shoulder parts, right there. Ouch. The whole shoulder area and the trapezius muscles, which attaches to the back of the skull. So let's work on nausea, which is the gut. For eager self, define newcomer, we got you covered. T7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the nausea. So definitely aloe vera juice. Calming herbs, slippery elm, other ones like that. T11, T12, L4, L5 for the microbiome. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Anti-inflammation. So we also have a question about thyroid and goiters. My mom used to have goiters. We got her eating, you can supplement with iodine, nascent iodine, which is the best, or sea vegetables. She's 95 now, no more goiters, which run in her family. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So let's work on the bone density. Hypothalamus, pituitary, thyroid, and parathyroid for the bone density. Thyroid goiters. So we want to work on blood flow, nerve flow. Blood flow is the superior and inferior thyroid arteries, then the ouch point of the goiter area itself. So Leonard, again, what's happening on Tuesday? I'm not sure. Maybe I said the wrong day. I apologize. Bone density. You need to do exercise. There are some great herbs like osteo herb for bones. There's a grow bone package for bone density. But vitamin D and calcium, the best source of calcium is clay. So a question is, am I doing a class on Saturday? I don't do classes on Saturdays. That's Tom. Oh, you want to know the name of the herbs? For bones, I presume osteo herb. OSTEOHERB from Dr. Winston. The next thing would be a kit, a package called Grow Bone by, I think it's Natural Factor. It's come in a 2-part process. And then clay. Those 3 things are what I prescribe for bone density. And if you have any more questions, feel free. I put the link up there. Happy to talk to anybody. Just sign up for a free 15-minute talk so I can set aside time to give you what you need to do to know about for what's ailing you. So next we're going to work with Drew. Welcome, Drew. I know you joined on a half an hour ago, but we're going to begin right now for you. And we'll finish up. Save the best for last. Hello, Drew. Left side. And everything else we can for Drew. Blood flow to the brain for vertebral artery, spinal artery, T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And we don't want to forget Dell. Lungs, T3, T3, T3. NAC for the lungs. Hot packs. That's what I did to get rid of bronchitis. I used hot bricks, hot packs on my lungs to melt, basically overheat the congestion, and it went away. And I've used that a few times for bronchitis. Heat, 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 heat. And anti-inflammation and infection. There's a great product called Constant Counterattack, but also it would be herbs like oregano, andrographis. Those would be my first choices. So the left side for Drew, the whole left side. Brachial plexus, lumbosacral plexus for Drew. You're welcome, Dell. NAC, hot packs to basically overheat, because bacteria and viruses have a low tolerance for heat, but you want to get rid of that gunk in there, and then you want to flush it out. You want to flush it out. Hot baths, clay hot baths will be great to steam, heat, and then the antimicrobial herbs like oregano and andrographis, or the product called Counterattack, which has it all bundled together, which I actually use myself to get through COVID. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So additionally for the lung, CV17 for Dell, and the lung points in Chinese medicine, lung 1, lung 2. So how's everybody doing? You hanging in there? Yes, we have a class on Saturday. We still have seats open. It'll be a fun class. We have hit some new countries, which is always exciting. We have Romania this time. It shouldn't be how to learn Tongren. It should be a be your own healer workshop. We're getting a message here that it says we're listed as learn Tongren, and that is correct. You will learn Tongren in one afternoon. There are some other people that have been to these workshops, so it's Saturday, 1 to 5 Eastern time. Right now we get about 7 or 8 people, and then we will teach Tongren. We'll teach the anatomy, quick presentation. Then we will do hands-on practice, including your own specific condition. So that's if anybody's interested in the workshop this weekend. Yes, that's it, Angela. Roberta, Angela, yep, okay. So hopefully more people can join. So far we've had people, so we're going to work with RA and vaccine lasting effects. So let's work on lasting effects for everybody that has had a vaccination. blood flow to the brain, command points of the brain. So for anybody that has had a vaccine, go to the beginning of this chat. There's a company called Jeans Greens. Order Joe's Triple Blend, which I didn't create, but people use all over the country for the side effects of COVID. Or pine needle tea. So RA, rheumatoid arthritis. T123478. So let me know, kind humanoid, if you got the bone density herbs. And I can repeat it again, no problem. So the question is, oh, am I doing a class on Saturday? Whoops. I thought you meant a Tongren class. Yes, this Saturday I'm doing a workshop. My mistake. That's what you mean. 1 to 5 this Saturday for Tongren. Yes, that's what I get it now. I'm a little slow. T123478, anti-inflammation, T9 for the liver, L2 for the kidneys, for detoxing from the vaccine, but anti-inflammation. The vaccines amplify inflammation. They amplify pre-existing conditions. It is what it is. So blood flow, blood flow, blood flow. So I hopefully, Roberta, Angela, you can join our workshop. It's always fun. I try to do it in one day that people can do this. Ideally, you can have your own live streaming as well. So we'll finish up. Activate the entire spine. Counter the activation of the parasympathetic nervous system with the parasympathetic nervous system and grounding to liver 3. Kidney 1. So yes, Tongren Station is correct. So let's do a chi for everyone. Thank you for joining, Esther, as always. I have been catching Grantchester. Those are pretty good. So put your mind in your lower dantian, right where the laser is. Inhale, exhale, and fill your belly with chi. Charge your battery. And grounding to the earth. All the resources are at the beginning on the website for clay. And let me know if you get the herbs, osteo herb from Dr. Winston, the grow bone kit, and the clay. That's the 3-part process that I do for bones for everyone. And we will do this amazing healing bowl tone, this bowl from Tibet itself. Thank you for joining us. And welcome. Thank you for joining us at Tongren. Our weekly class, we will not be meeting next Thursday night. Most people will be undertaking in the United States high holiday of Thanksgiving. And I will see you in 2 weeks. And you all take care. Be kind to one another. Blessings to all. And I will probably do some generic Tongren to everyone here next Thursday anyway on my own, just to make sure you have that continuity of healing. So thanks very much. Have a great day. And let me do one more thing I can do to play. Tong. Take care.